Okay, so here are the answers for the review test. Um, Again, feel free to pause at any second and just view these if you need to. For the graphs, again, Brad, you're putting this information down here, so Brad should have 7, Mark 9, Pam 8, Lewis 5. And then for this, you also have to make sure you have that title. Without the title, the information is useless. Looking down here, again, your first thing you want to do, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you got to write in the labels. And then title as well has to be there for the graph to have some use. And then you're just, for these, Brad, you run to 7, Mark, you run to 9, Pam, you run to 8, Lewis, you run to 5. And this is just practice making the graphs. And if you have time, you can talk to someone about information or questions you can make on those graphs for extra practice. Number 3, Paul has 2 fewer strawberries than Ronaldo. I'm not going to talk about that one. Pretty easy. Numbers 4, 5, and 6 were all straight compare problems. I read them yesterday, so I'm just going to read the answers, and then you can look at how I got those answers over here. But 15 more peaches here because you had Ray had 34, Marie had 19. You were looking for the difference here. For number 5, the answer is 40. You didn't have the greater amount, which was Hakeem. You had the lesser amount, Michelle, and you knew that that was 12 fewer. So if that top is missing, you always add. And then for these, we had to make a new 10 as well. Again, Kevin picks 12 more apples than Brendan. Kevin picks 50 apples. How many apples does Brendan pick? So if I cover that up, I get Kevin picks 12. 12 is my different. More. Kevin picks more. So Kevin goes on top, and it tells me that that's 50. Looking for Brandon's amount, same thing. If this was missing, I'm adding. This was missing, so I would subtract. Subtract 50, take away 12 is going to be 38. So that's that page. Again, number 7, that's 5 more chickens than pigs. For number 8, you would total these up. You could kind of count by ones if you wish, or you could say there's 10 here, 6 here, 3 and 8. 6 and 3 is 9. Put the 9 with the 8 to get 17, and then 17 with the 10. 17 plus 10 would be 27. Number 9, the answer is 4. 6 was the total. 2 were calves, so then the remaining 4 would be adults. Number 10, 2 fewer chickens at Miss Smith's farm than Mr. Brown's farm. How many chickens are the 2 farms together? So this is a 2-step problem. First, you're figuring out the difference here. So 8 was more, that's 2 fewer. So she had, or her answer would be 2 fewer. So you would take away 2 from 8 to get her amount, which was 6. And then you would put that 8 and 6 together to get 14. Okay, similar here, if Mr. Brown's farm gets 3 more horses, how many more horses than cows will there be? So first you're saying, I'm putting the 10 that I have already from the graph plus the 3 to get 13, and then I'm comparing that to 6. What's the difference here between 13 and 6? I would say 13 take away 6 is 7. Okay, for these, again, first do the hour, then do the minute. So this one's from yesterday, 6:05. This one's going to be tricky, but again, we don't look at what is it's closest to, we say what has that hour passed. If it's not quite hitting that 5, it means it's for something, and then you just say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 to get 455. Number 14, same deal. Answer 7:20. How would you get that? What is the hour past? 7, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. 8:10. Line smaller hand to 8, and then 5:10. 16, 2:30. As long as you have that hour hand at that 2, that's fine. And then just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then the 12 o'clock is a little tricky because no minutes go by, so it looks like one hand, but if you put the 2 arrows, you can tell that there's 2 hands there. These are easy. 18, wake up in the morning, 6:30 a.m., go to the beach in the afternoon, 2 p.m. Number 20, any variation or close is fine, but the hour is past 3, so it's going to be 3 o'clock, 3 something. And then the point the question is trying to make is then you would skip count by 5 from 12. That's where the skip counting comes into play to get 335. And that's the answers for this review test. Thank you.